You are welcome to my channel again, Emmanuel here. You are welcome to elearn-techskills, where we help you level up your technical skills. On this channel, we are devoted to helping you become a better software developer, whether as a front-end engineer or as a back-end engineer. So we teach in-demand programming languages like JavaScript, Python, PHP, C Sharp. We as well teach front-end frameworks like Vue.js, React.js. We also teach back-end frameworks like Django, Laravel. So if this is the first time you are coming to our channel, please don't be shy to hit the subscribe button, like and share so that more people can benefit from our videos. So with elearn-techskills, the sky is only the beginning for you. On this platform, you can also ask questions specific to your area of challenge in programming. I'll be very ready to help you solve the problem. So if you have a school assignment or you are working on a project, you have some bugs you want to fix, or there's a topic you want me to talk about, I'll be delighted to help out. So you are welcome. Thank you for tuning in. In today's tutorial, we're going to be talking about Python iteration or loop. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So loop is a way to iterate over structured data. Loop is used for iterating over a sequence. All right. So we have a list and we want to be able to print out each of the items within the list. So let me do an example just so you have an idea what it looks like. So let's say I have num, or I think I already have num. So there are two types of loop in Python. There is the for loop, there is the while loop. So for loops looks like for now you have to create an anonymous variable that doesn't pre-exist. It's just a placeholder variable. It can be high, it can be anything. So for high in now, the name of the variable we want to iterate through. So I think I have num. I also have nums. So if you look up in my code here, see I have num as a set. I have nums as a list, no, as a tuple here. I have num as a list here. So now, if I'd done num before and I repeat it, the latest one is going to override the previous one. So if I have num here, for I in num, I can say print I. So what's going to happen here is that Python is going to know that what I meant by this code is to print every element within num. So, and the element within num is, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and the like. So let's try to run that. Let's see if that works. And if you take a look at this, you see we actually have the members 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. So let me create, a list of names. So I can have Jacob, I can have Ade, I can have Sunday. Right, that's enough. So now for me to see each of the elements within this, like Jacob, Ade, and Sunday, I'm going to say for I in names, print I. So what I've said here is that for every element in the names list, it should print each of the items. So that's pretty easy. And if you look at that, you see we have Jacob, Ade, and Sunday. So those are the names within the list. We can also have for I in range. So range is a built-in function by Python to be able to set beginning, start, and stop. So meaning that the range is going to start from 0 and end at 10. So for I in range 0 to 10, print I. So that's going to print number from 0 to 10. So let me put I there. Now you don't have to use high. I just got used to using high anyway. So if you take a look at that, you see I have number generated from 0 to 9, which is, it's going to exempt the last number. I can also have it that it should take steps. So this is going to be the start, the stop, and the step. So that means it's going to be jumping numbers this time around. It's going to print 0, it's going to omit 1, print 2, print 4, and so forth. So let's try that. Let's see if that works. So if you take a look at that, you see we have 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright, so what that is doing is it's just jumping numbers because we now set steps. If you didn't set step, it's going to assume the step is 1 by default. Alright, so that's that about that. Now if you want to do something with while loop, you have to set the variable first. Let's say we have x equals to 1. We can now say while x is less than, so as long as x is less than or equals to 10, we want to be able to print each of the x's, and then we want to increment the x as well. So we can say x plus equals to 1. So the implication now is that starting from x is currently 1, it's going to check as long as x is less or equals to 10, it's going to print x, which is 1, and it's going to add 1 to it. That's going to be 2. So followed by 3, followed by 4, until it's no longer less or equals to 10. So and if you take a look at this, see it started from 1, printed 1, printed 2, 3, until it got to 10, which is equals to 10. At that point, it's going to stop, iterating through the loop. So loop is a very useful useful concept you want to really understand how to use in a Python program. We can also iterate through a dictionary. So for example, we have this dictionary person. So what if I want to get the name without the values? So the way to get that is I can say for I or for key in person dot in person print key. So and like I told you the other time, this can be anything. So if I did this, you can see I have name, age, and color without the values. So their values are omitted, but their keys are printed: name, age, and color. So what if I want I also want the values? So to print out the values, I can do the exact same thing, but this time around, I can say for value. Now this variable doesn't matter, even if I say key, it's still going to work. So for value in person dot value. So I have to say value here. Right, so this is supposed to be values, not value. Okay, so the value is supposed to have bracket in front of it, I guess. Okay, so now if you take a look at this, this is supposed to be values. Values. So for value in person values. Alright, so you have to use the word values for you to be able to get out values. So another way of writing this other one is to also say dot keys and then put your brackets like this. It's going to do the exact same thing, doesn't change anything. So you can see, so if you didn't put keys, it's going to know that is key. But if you didn't put value, it's not going to know you want value. It's going to assume it's still key. Alright. So what if I want both of them? Alright, so another way to do that is to say for key comma value in person dot items. Now I'm going to put bracket there. So I'm going to say print key comma value. Alright, so I'm separating them by comma, or I can say key um, key comma, then I'm going to put a quotation here, comma again. So what I want to do is to be able to separate them with full colon. So what this is going to do is going to put the key and the value and separated by full colon there. Alright, so let's try to run it and see what that looks like. Alright, so you can take a look at this. You see now we have name June, age 24, and the color is black. Alright, so that's how to work with the key value pair in Python dictionaries. Alright, so to loop over a dictionary in Python.